Hi everyone, thank you for joining me in another episode of Sneak Peek where I show you my latest sneaker pickups and I give you a sneak peek of my life as well as I tell you stories about these shoes and why I bought them. So this episode will be a kind of an emotional video because I'm gonna share with you something really personal about my relationship with Jordan 1s. This November 2019, Nike re-released a batch of the J1 lows. This, guys, is the Jordan 1 low black toe. So it comes with your 23 tissue paper, which I kind of tore apart because I was so excited when I got it. Because this is my first W on the Nike PH website, so I keep getting L's on all the pairs that I want. This is the only time that I got a pair successfully because my size is US 9. It's not the regular, like it's not the usual size for women, but it is kind of the average size for Filipino men. So I'm in a ditch here. I'm competing with a lot of people to buy shoes like this, and as far as I know, Nike PH is actually linked to Singapore and maybe other Southeast Asian nations, which probably average the same size feet for guys. So anyway, long story short, I was able to cop this, and it's a big W for me. These are the black toes, white on the toe, red on the heels, with the black framing on the toes here, and the black tongue, Jumpman on the tongue, and the black laces, 23 here on the lacing, on the middle of the lacing system, and black swoosh, red outsole. Actually, the stitching on the back, it has the Air Jordan 1 logo here at the back, and it's just really nice. I love this pair. In the Philippines, they call it pambansang sapatos or national shoes because a lot of Filipinos were able to cop pairs for themselves. But I'm just so relieved that I was able to cop this at retail. Anyway, this is very personal because way back in college, a guy who I thought was my friend, who I thought was like my brother, we played basketball with a couple of other schoolmates, and I was wearing what I didn't know was a fake pair of Jordan 1 black toes. I didn't know it at that time because I've never experienced wearing like Jordan. So when I came home one day and I saw that pair, it was actually a gift to my father from, I don't know if it's a relative or a friend. Someone gave it to my dad, and it didn't fit him because it was a little too big for him. His size 8 US, and the pair was size 8.5. I can still remember this clearly, although it happened like, I don't know, 10 years ago. Anyway, so I picked it up, I wore it. It's a little too tight for me because I'm naturally a size 9. But I wore it to that basketball game. It hurt my feet because it was fake. But I didn't know it. I didn't care. Nobody cared in the group except that one friend I thought was my brother. So I trusted this guy, and I didn't speak ill of him. I didn't think ill of him. I didn't know that he was going around telling other people that I was wearing fake shoes. He's kind of shaming me. He kind of spread stories about me wearing fake sneakers to impress people. But it's not really the case. It's just that at that time I didn't have any pair of rubber shoes, and that pair, my dad's fake pair, was the only one I was able to grab at home. So that's the thing. This is kind of a redemption story for me. I'm gonna retire that story. This is the last time I'm gonna talk about that story. I'm not gonna name the guy. I've moved on from all the like crazy stuff that happened between me and him and everything else. But this pair kind of like closes that whole chapter. And I'm really just grateful to God and grateful that really life is not about what you wear or on the outside. I mean, it's not gonna end there. What really matters is how you got what you have and how you live your life. If my one memory for that guy is how he spread bad things about me just because I wore a pair of fake shoes, I'm not gonna hate him for that. I just use that as fuel for me to just go on living my life and reach a point, which is now, when I can afford to buy stuff for myself out of my hard-earned money. So yeah, I wish nothing ill of him. I wish he succeeds in whatever he's doing right now. I'm just saying that if you're someone who loves sneakers and you can afford a pair, please don't hate on people who can't afford a pair, especially if they were fooled into thinking it was legit. When we buy things for ourselves and people buy things for themselves, or they have things for themselves, please don't rob them of the joy. There's no point in hurting people just because of material things. So you don't love people because of what they wear, and you don't hate people because of what they wear. I mean, our lives, our souls transcend things that can be seen by the eye. So I mean, shoes, shirts, whatever, it doesn't matter. What matters most is how we treat other people. So don't look down on others, don't bully others, don't push them around, or don't think less of them just because they can't afford the things you can't afford. So if you can't pull people up, just don't pull them down, don't bring them down. So if you're in your privileged position and you're like above people, don't look down on them, don't push them down, or don't just spit on their faces and just talk ill of them. Just maybe lend a helping hand, maybe pull them up. Maybe if he like whispered to me or told me that, hey, your shoes are fake or something like that, I would have appreciated it. But he actually, what he told me was, I didn't know they released a blacktoe this year, something like that. I didn't know that he had the intention of hurting me when he told me that, and he was actually telling me that in front of the audience, or he was actually making fun of me. So I was so naive at that time. Anyway, so this is not for you. I didn't buy this pair for you. I bought it for myself to kind of close that story, and yeah, this video would be the last time I'm gonna talk about that story. If you want to see how I wear this, I'll just post it on Instagram. My handle is at Coach Chubby, same spelling as this channel and the same as with Twitter. And you can also follow me on Facebook at Coach Chubby. If you like the video, give me a like and give me some encouragement. If you have anything to say, just put it in the comment box below. And if you like my content, or if you want to hear more about my sneaker journey, or if you want to learn Excel or my tech reviews or something, my Funko collection, those are my main contents. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you would hear from me if I have new videos. And I hope that you go on and spread kindness all around, because it doesn't hurt to be kind. So have a great day, everyone. God bless, and thank you.